Hi YouTube, this is Trinice and I'm here to make a quick update to let you guys know what's going on with me. I've got a couple of private messages of people asking me when I was going to start back trying to conceive, and I hadn't got a chance to come back and do an update and tell you guys actually, detail as far as what happened when I went to see my RE. And I guess my 6-week checkup and all that. Okay, so I went to my 6-week checkup, and I didn't get a chance to see the doctor that Monday that I was scheduled to see him, because for some reason they was having problems as far as their scheduling. I went to my appointment at 10 o'clock and I was still there at 12 o'clock and I still had not seen the doctor. So therefore, I just told my doctor that I was going to have to come back because I actually had London with me, and it's hard to try to take a baby to the doctor office with you. After a while, they get kind of tired and fussy, so I was actually ready to go home, and I feel like the fact that they had scheduled my appointment when I was before I left the hospital, after having her, that I shouldn't have had to wait that long anyway. It wasn't like I had a walk-in appointment, but I had a scheduled appointment. I don't know what went wrong with the scheduling, but I didn't get a chance to see my doctor that day. So I actually was scheduled to see my RE 2 days later, and I went to my appointment and I told my doctor that, and because he was wanting to check me out and make sure everything was fine, and I told him I would reschedule my appointment. So I was going to see my RE, so he said fine. He asked me was I having any problems. Anyways, the 2 days later I went to see my RE, and it was real nice getting a chance to see everybody. They were just waiting on us to get there. Everybody was hoping that we brought the baby, so everybody was so happy to see London, and the doctor and the nurses and everybody got a chance to play with her and hold her and all this type of stuff. Anyhow, I got down to the point with my doctor, my RE, to ask him how he felt about me, trying to conceive again, and what was my chances of trying to conceive again on my own, since I'm down to 1 tube. Since the pregnancy with London, I had a heterotopic pregnancy, which meant I was pregnant in my uterus with her and pregnant in my tube at the same time. So if I wouldn't have been pregnant in my tube, we'd have had twins, basically. But unfortunately, I had to have my tube taken out because I had internal bleeding. We was not aware that there was a second baby, and I was having brown spotting that went on for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I had even went to see my RE, and no one ever noticed that there was, everybody just said basically they was just so happy because they knew what we had went through as far as trying to conceive and pregnancy losses, that once they seen a baby in their uterus and everything seemed fine and we seen a heartbeat, that they wasn't looking for anything else. They just told me I was a high risk pregnancy, basically, because of my miscarriages and all that type of stuff, and me having an incompetent cervix before. So they just told me to take it easy, the baby was fine, and turned out that there was a second baby, there was a second heartbeat, as far as the heterotopic pregnancy, the one in my tube. So we found all this out on a Friday. They told me to go straight to the hospital and had to have surgery that day. So with all of that, when I went to see my RE, we basically talked about, when I should try to conceive again, if I could conceive again on my own, what he thought my chances were conceiving again, since it took me so long to conceive with London, and the fact that I wasn't on any birth control. The only time I've ever did birth control was when I had the cyst on my ovary. And so he basically told me he felt like 6 months to a year was a great time for me to start trying to conceive. He told me if I tried to conceive before that, then I did run a risk of, something could go wrong with the pregnancy. Something could not go wrong, but for my body to give my body time to recuperate, he would advise me to wait at least 6 months to a year. And based upon that, the decision was basically mine, because he's like, I can't stop you from going home and doing the damn thing. So basically, that's where we are at with trying to conceive. He told me that he did feel like um, that I could conceive again on my own. He doesn't know. He can't guarantee me if it's going to be easier this time or it's going to be harder this time. He told me my chances have decreased since I'm down to 1 tube, which we already knew. And so London is 2 weeks old. I'm saying 2 weeks old. London is 2 months old. She turned 2 months Saturday. My baby is growing up so fast. It's like she's almost out of that infant stage, the infant stage. Like, you first come home from the hospital and you know how tiny they are, and she's like growing so fast. She's getting to be a big girl now. She's sleeping a lot longer, like 5 hours, 6 hours now. She's looking around more. She's giving us more facial expressions, little smiles here and there. So motherhood is definitely great. So as far as us trying to conceive, I am this month trying to find out what my cycles are as far as the pattern of my cycles. And as of right now, I think I'm on day 3 of my cycle. I think this is like my second period since I had her. But it's like really like my cycles lately haven't been anything like they were in the past. So it's kind of hard to determine. I know for a fact, I don't know if the last so-called period that I had was my menstrual cycle, or I just stopped bleeding for a week and started back for 5 days like I would my normal cycle. But I'm definitely calling this my cycle, but it's like really mild. I know this is like TMI, but I know for a fact this is my cycle, but like I said, it's really different and unusual from what I'm used to. So my doctor asked me, was I gonna do the birth control pill? I told him no. I did look into the new ring. He had some samples in his office, so he just gave me a prescription of the new ring and told me, if I want to use birth control, then I felt more comfortable going with that. But he told me not to start any birth control or anything if I was going to start until after my cycle, because he was telling me about some lady that he's like, don't have me to give you this birth control and you wind up pregnant, because he said he had some lady that had the Mirena or something, and he had put the Mirena in and the lady was already 2 days pregnant or something like that. It was really funny, because he was asking me, since I had missed that Monday when I was supposed to go see him for my 6-week checkup. He's like, have you and your husband had relations since then? I was like, heck yeah, it's been 6 weeks. My husband ain't playing that. So he was like, definitely wait until you have a cycle if you're gonna do the birth control, and if not, oh well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much where we are at this point. This month I'm back using my fertility monitor to try to see, am I gonna ovulate on my own, and kind of seeing where my cycles are. But my doctor did tell me, if I want to start trying to conceive again once London is 4 months old, and that's pretty, that's fine too, because he told me he felt like it may take me a little longer since I am down to the 1 tube. But like he said, 6 months to a year, and it's still, our choice how soon we're gonna try to conceive. So I'm saying within like the next month or so. I'm just testing the waters this month to kind of figure my cycle out and ovulation and all that stuff. But we'll definitely be getting back into the groove of things and trying to go for conceiving baby number 2. I want to say congratulations to all of you that got your big fat positives. And guys, that's pretty much it. Everybody stay strong. Don't give up on your dream. Until next time, peace and love.